Welcome you all to dieselship.com. Today at the Dieselship Academy we're going to see about the Flowmeter internal construction, and this video is presented by myself and I'm Sriram. Today specifically we're going to concentrate on the Vane type Flowmeter. So this is the inside view of the Flowmeter, which is found in the diesel oil or the heavy fuel oil line. And here are the bolting screws which I removed, and let's have the inside view of this. Now here's the chamber which separates the liquid entry, let's say the fuel oil entry and the fuel oil outlet. Here's the partition, and let's say the fuel oil is entering inside this through this opening. It goes inside, rotates the vane, and then comes out through this port. Now let's have a look when I remove this partition chamber. I have removed the partition plate, and here is the inner view of a Vane type Flowmeter. The round circular section, what you see is the vane, which is approximately 2 to 3 centimeter in height, and this rotates with the separation plate here as the center. It's just orbiting around it, and just imagine the protection chamber which I showed in the last picture. You have a hole here through which the fluid or the fuel oil enters. It pushes the vane and then enters through all these holes, and as the vane starts to move, it creates a simultaneous pumping operation, and thus the outcoming oil comes out through these holes. And then there was a hole over here on the partition plate, and hope you remember, through that hole the fuel oil comes out. So this is how a Vane type Flowmeter works. Let's see a Vane type Flowmeter in action. So this is a simple Flowmeter which can be found in the fuel oil lines commonly, and I've just removed the electrical part over here which was here, and I kept it separate. The electrical part just consists of an inductive sensor which just picks up the direction of rotation and speed, and then through a gear mechanism transmits to the counter. Now let's see what is inside the Flowmeter. This is the casing, inlet and outlet casing. I'm removing this and keeping it separate. And here you have a simple filter, and this is the inlet filter for the Flowmeter, just to avoid any components, the dirt particles getting inside the Flowmeter. Through here the oil enters, and this is the inlet chamber. When you look downside of this, the oil enters through here. Oil enters through here and then goes into the inner part of the Flowmeter, and then rotates the Flowmeter and then comes out, passes through here. Alright, now this is the measuring chamber of a Flowmeter. You have a O-ring here, and this is the cover, top cover. We can just remove this. Can just remove the top cover like this, and here is the driver which goes here. Alright, and this is the rotary piston which rotates. You can lift it up like this. And here is the rollers. This was actually in use with heavy oil, so it looks dirty. So this is the rotary piston, and this is the separating plate between the inlet and outlet. So I'm just putting back this one. Alright, so this rotary piston, let's say oil is coming through this inlet, so this starts to rotate like this. So it's just working on a simple Vane principle. So when it starts to rotate, it starts to rotate like this. It's sticky because it's full of heavy oil, and this rotary motion is transferred to this driver. And as I said, this driver mechanism goes like this, and thus when the oil inlet flows through here, it rotates the rotary piston and then comes out. And here you have the driver which rotates, and thus a magnet attached to it. As the magnet spins, the inductive transducer located here on the electrical part, as I said, counts the number of rotation of this magnet, and then it transfers the signal electronically to the digital counter which is on top. So this explains the Vane type fuel oil flow meter. For more types of flow meter, watch the other video in the Diesel Ship Academy channel. Thank you for watching the videos. For more videos, log on to dieselship.com.